Hi, okay, this is part of a conversation that I had with a yoga student and part of a conversation, well, the other person will stay anonymous. And it had to do with people who go through relationship after relationship and fantasies and what's really going on in the real world when those two clash and collide. Okay, so here's some things that I've kind of noticed that might apply to this. That there are sometimes people who will just kind of cycle and cycle and cycle through different relationships because they have an idea in their mind of what it is or who it is that they think that they want, and they just keep trying on different people for size to see if they'll match up. And that it's kind of like, and it literally is oftentimes a frame that they'll keep, and they'll just keep slipping in a new photograph, but it really is also in their mind. Like, the person is going to be who they make them, and it has something to do with who they really are, but just what they're projecting, which comes from a fantasy, and what they're wanting that would please them instead of the person being independent. Okay, so the fantasy part is the other one that I really wanted to talk about. A lot of times, a person whom you react to isn't the way that they are for you. It's what they remind you about yourself that you like. It may not really even be them, but somehow they trigger or trip up a good memory of something about you that you really like about yourself or that you're wanting to progress within, and that is part of the advantage of being in that relationship, which leads into the fantasy thing. So let's say that you have whomever that, how people have like crushes on, I don't know, celebrities or whoever, whatever, it doesn't matter, or somebody who you like go to school with and you've never talked to them, whatever. That actually completely has nothing to do with them. I mean, that's obvious, right? But I'm going to try to take it to another step here because it it more is what you think that you will feel from whatever, and then let me physically, from the interaction, the relationship, that is more exciting to you. But if you take that person out of the equation and remember for yourself, what are those positive qualities that you're actually doing in that fantasy as far as like fulfilling, um, like, I don't know, I think there was one mentioned like someone who is protective of you or something like that so that you would feel safe. Um, that can be achieved in a different way that has nothing to do with that person. And then the nicer thing is you gain the strength for yourself and you realize that it has something to do with the other person, and then they can be who they are and you can be who you are, and then you sort of don't connect the two anymore. And that can help you kind of get out of that sort of fantasy thing in your mind. And I hope that that kind of addressed it, but I'm not sure. So if it did or if it didn't, let me know, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Peace.